We will see how they will square off against each other. We're seeing Jeff back on the signature Thor and Vecinaa on the Sidra. Let's go.
Everybody, game number 1, we're just starting off. Vecinaa already on the right side. Side, light side, a nice true combo. A little bit of damage onto the board. Jeff going to be resetting neutral here. Finding an end light as well. Vecinaa just being kept out right now. Everything is getting punished.
Down into orange right now. It feels like not too much has happened in the game, but it's just that all of the things that have happened have favored Jeff. The ground pound comes out, and Vecinaa is already in trouble here.
Oh, but Jeff backed up. Did not want to go ahead and finish off that edge guard. Vecinaa makes it back on. No downer into neutral. Once again, just looking to land. I don't know what that ground pound was. Eating a recovery. Weapon toss. Pressing the end sync, but it does not matter. Jeff finding the D-light into the side as it takes stock 1.
Gets the first stock, swapping over to that orb now, and gonna try and weapon guard a little bit here to pick up some extra damage. He will get 1 in air out of it, make that a second one. He gets it. Oh, okay. The full-on commitment, but gets lost in the magnifying glass. Couldn't find Vecinaa with that neutral signature.
Sider as well. Jeff right now is punishing Vecinaa so hard. Vecinaa, you gotta shake off some of this rust. All of these jumps are getting called out. The stomp almost connecting. The downer almost connecting. The side stick comes out. Vecinaa off stage with no weapon. How do you get back on against Hammer? Oh my gosh, I can't believe Vecinaa was able to pick it up.
Able to pick it up and only to get hit by a stomp. GCDC comes out just to get back to the wall. Jeff now staying patient. Actually, it goes for that recovery, which Vecinaa will punish. Vecinaa just keeps going off stage.
Yeah, and it is not working out. Stomp into Ensig, not enough to be able to KO, but I love the idea. Okay, Jeff once again keeping Vecinaa off stage, able to connect the end light, able to get a stock, already opening off with a 3-1 stock lead.
Really, really good start from Jeff so far. He's sticking to that orb now. Was able to do almost a 0 to knockout in the last stock where we saw this happen. Vecinaa was on cannon then as well, but a neutral signature is going to make things more difficult for Jeff this time around. Nair is going to get it.
More than enough at that point. Vecinaa able to get 1 stock off, but you are so behind at this point. Jeff, this is such an excellent opening to be able to have here. Hammer on hand once again, able to get the side light. Okay, not able to catch the landing in time. Vecinaa slowly finding his footing. Off stage with no dodge for just a second, able to get it back and gets back onto the stage.
Neutral light to get back, tries to throw out the second one. Side signature just barely missing, and Jeff is able to get a D-light, side light off of that miss. Now trying to edge guard, side signature will come out, and they're just swapping. They're just trading places time and time again.
They're trading places. There's a lot of signatures being thrown out, and Vecinaa cannot get back onto stage against Hammer. It took a beautifully timed dodge. You make it back, you're picking up another cannon, you get a downer, but we're not seeing any huge follow-ups, and when you don't, you're missing out on so much damage. Again, Jeff with another follow-up. Oh my gosh, Vecinaa? Okay.
Couple of nairs coming out, try to finish it off with a recovery. Jeff wants to punish that neutral signature. That's one of the older tricks in the books. You can't punish that one, buddies. Vecinaa knows it, so he keeps throwing it out. And D signature not going to be enough to get the knockout.
Weapon toss not actually going to be able to connect. Sliding off with the breakdance. Vecinaa attempting to bring this game back. You're so deep into the red. If Jeff picks up Hammer, that's D-light sider. If we see an orb, that's going to be side light sider. Vecinaa has to play perfect.
Could be too little, too late. You can't afford to make many mistakes right now. Jeff is on orb. He's going to have side lights here. A quick knockout. Oh, not able to punish that GC though.
He's looking for that side light. He's able to get the downer, but Vecinaa still hanging on to the stock, able to make it back on. GC, Ensig not going to be able to connect. Side light, Sider is able to catch. Oh my gosh, but not able to cover the cross up. So that's it.
And that is going to be first game going over to Jeff. So showing us a lot of what I would like to see, peak CEO gameplay. The only thing that was not peak CEO gameplay here was an extreme lack of Thor signatures. So that is definitely something that can still change.
So let's talk about that game 1 already. I feel like Vecinaa was a little bit nervous and a little bit uncomfortable. Jeff easily demanded space for himself. Vecinaa oftentimes, I mean, we saw how often Vecinaa was off stage. And listen, when you orb, when you hammer, you love keeping people away. You want them to be at that arm's reach distance, right? And so I want to see Vecinaa assert themselves in neutral. And we're seeing it come out now. Those side light openers, that's what Cannon needs.
Seeing some more hitboxes thrown out by Vecinaa, but we're going back to a more patient game just after that now. And Vecinaa keeps finding themselves off stage. Whenever they're in this neutral scramble with Jeff, it's just those Sayers, they carry a bit too much momentum and you end up there.
Okay, down in the wrong direction. Jeff just occupying the ground, spacing out the GC D-Light, able to connect the Vecinaa, not finding the neutral, not finding the down air either. Both of them are whiffing so much. The ground pound, but no follow-up afterwards. Sidelight, side-air. Jeff not able to catch the landing, but usually when they whiff sidelight on the ground, that's when you want to land with a down air.
Yeah, Vecinaa keeps throwing out these GC D-Lights while they're not hitting. I mean, Jeff hasn't been able to punish many of them either. Now, Jeff able to get back onto the stage. Hammer now gets hit by that D-Sig, and that's going to be Vecinaa now with a lead.
Yeah, perfect spacing just above the hitbox of the stomp, and now all of a sudden, Polly, this is a completely different game. Slightly slower paced. Vecinaa is the one with the stock lead. This is not as massive of an opening as it was for Jeff in game 1.
All right, Jeff looking to extend his lead right now. We saw a bit of, I believe Vecinaa used the GCN signature there, so Jeff could have gone a massive punish. He doesn't even need that. Goes for the sidelight Sarah a bit later.
How do you make it back on? Recovery, just waiting out the downer and punishing the end lag. Sidelight sider, still not enough to be able to KO Sidra. Okay, Vecinaa using the weapon toss, giving himself a little bit of insurance to get back onto the stage. Sider not able to find the next one though. Jeff up a little bit too high. Not able to get these follow-ups, but that is okay because you've amassed a lot of extra credit. Jeff closing out that stock, making it even, but now you have to also even up the damage.
Sticking to the orb here now. Vecinaa able to pick up a sword and lights Jeff away. Tries to go for the neutral signature. Would have been a really good follow-up. It doesn't. Okay.
Recovery. Beautiful spacing as well. Nice.
Did he go for the offstage? DC, he keeps using that. Jeff has adapted. He's able to punish it with a recovery.
Sidelight sider pushing him off stage. Vecinaa though, I don't think he wanted to land on the platform. I think he wanted to go below and go for like a GC sidelight. Anyways, he is still in the corner. He's looking for a way to be able to land. Not even. Oh.
Okay, Vecinaa. Just ground pound, full send it on stage. Jeff not going to get out of the way for that one. D-Light Nair coming out, and Vecinaa is going to sustain this lead that they got in the very first stock here.
Nicely spaced too. He overshot it. He got just the very edge of it. Weapon tossing, not able to actually deny Jeff of a weapon. And I think the biggest thing, even though Vecinaa is still in the lead, we're not seeing Vecinaa get a lot of long cannon strings. That is what Cannon always wants. You want sidelight, sider, and then recovery, right? And that's not coming out yet.
But then also, I mean, Jeff has already shown how he will punish you if you try and go for that. We saw the double nair into an attempted GC neutral signature off the top, so he's already putting some conditioning into Vecinaa here that he might not be able to do that.
Oh my gosh, Jeff still not going to be enough to be able to KO, but the D-Light Sider is finally going to come out. It is going to KO, and once again, same stocks, but you have a little bit of damage to make up. As Hammer, you want to land with a Sider, you want to get an End Light, or, oh my gosh, Vecinaa. Okay, Sider swatting him away.
Wanted to punish the D-Sig, couldn't find it though. Vecinaa able to use that one without getting punished. Oh, he goes straight into the neutral signature. Jeff down into red here, gets the Nair though. Buys him enough time to pick up a Hammer.
Oh, Vecinaa. Oh my gosh, again, the D-Light N-Sig. I don't know if that's is that true?
It's gotta be at this point. I didn't know if it was, but at this point it's gotta be.
Okay.
When Jeff does it, it is. How about that?
I don't know if that D-Light sidelight was intentional because Vecinaa went just above it and was able to find a sider of his own. The game is completely even. Okay, Downer, not enough to take the stock off the top. Neutral doesn't connect. Downer to be able to whiff punish the signature. Jeff is off stage, and Jeff, no resources. Wanted to hit Vecinaa to maybe get a chase dodge, but it never happened.
No resources, and right at the end where Jeff tried to hit them with the side signature, there was the perfect timing to try and go for a stomp here instead. That ending could have gone so much differently.
It was all because of the D-Light sidelight. The D-Light sidelight, it didn't connect. Vecinaa went up and around behind him. Something that I did also want to point out that Vecinaa was able to get a couple of punishes on was that we saw a lot of anticipated and actually punished D-Lights on the ground from Hammer, from Jeff. He would go just above it. We saw the GC D6 come out from Vecinaa to be able to punish it. And so what that's basically saying is Vecinaa knows how Jeff wants to get a KO. Vecinaa knows, he's confident, and Jeff has to be a little bit more ambiguous in how he's finding those KOs now.
Okay, Vecinaa getting a little bit of a string started, not able to take it all the distance though. Sidelight comes out, and Vecinaa, I mean, these GCN signatures that Vecinaa is using are starting to look menacing.
They're looking menacing, but that's all they're looking.
Irritating,
they're
perhaps.
Not actually all that menacing. Vecinaa off stage, making it back on. D-Light N-Sig not going to be coming out that time around. Jeff didn't pull the trigger. The D-Sig, and then into the weapon toss. Oh my gosh, Vecinaa opening off this game with so much confidence.
Very, very delayed weapon throw there. Vecinaa was able to get the initial lead last game around 2, and they won that game, so Jeff is going to have to try and retaliate here quickly.
Oh my gosh, the double downer as well. That is so much damage. Sidelight sider, not enough to be able to KO, but Vecinaa is off stage. Makes it back on with the recovery.
Able to dare with their landing, and finally he's able to punish one of the N6. No jump comes out though. He doesn't have any options.
Oh, yeah, Jeff gonna be just laughing that one off, looking over. Yeah, that's tough. That's not what you wanted. That was the guaranteed KO confirmed, but alas, he was not able to find it. Now, once again, Jeff on the ground. Beautiful angle on the weapon toss. Vecinaa got back onto the stage.
Jeff falling far behind right now, and he's unable to pick up the combo either. It's all right, you still find the neutral signature. You see Jeff looking over to someone, I don't know who, but he's like, I know this is not good. I don't know what to do about it. I'm gonna try and figure this out.
Yeah, after this game, you just gotta go ahead and take a deep breath. Maybe you can make a comeback in this one. But right now, if I'm Vecinaa, I am more than happy about the lead that I've built up. When a Hammer player starts messing up, you know, the D-Light siders, well, you know, that's like watching an angel without its wings, Polly.
For sure. Vecinaa able to get back up with a recovery. Tries to go for the second one. That could have been the knockout. Jeff is able to retaliate. That could be the knockout. But Vecinaa is so good at staying ice cold whenever he's in this super high pressure situations.
The GCD sig out of disadvantage once again, just punishing Jeff on these attempts to catch a landing. The recovery not enough to KO. Jeff gonna be left without a weapon. And then the haymaker just coming on in. Nice whip punish on the Ensig there.
Gets the Sair on the way out. Has to get this knockout now. He does not want to risk Jeff being able to reverse this. D-Light recovery will come out, and that will be enough. 2-1 now for Vecinaa, and Jeff having some unfortunate moments in that game. Might have to run it into training mode just for 2 minutes before this next one.
Yeah, okay, it happens to the best of us. Sometimes I mess up like axe, sidelight, neutral, and I'm like, oh, okay, I understand how bad this feels in a ranked match. So that is not what you would like to happen at the moment if you are Jeff. Jeff can still, of course, do it. That is one of your most essential bread and butters as Hammer. You just have to take a nice deep breath, and we're going into the next game. No changes to the stage. Polly, does Jeff have this?
It's still possible. It's definitely still possible. And you look at this very beginning of the match. I mean, Vecinaa is almost down into, what is that, early orange?
Oh yeah, that was quite a bit of damage.
Oh, and he keeps it going. He hasn't been hit yet. Vecinaa, will they be able to find some counter hits here?
Okay, nice catch on
yet.
the recovery. Yeah, that was such an aggressive recovery
Okay,
option.
dude.
Vecinaa, can you make it back on? Does touch the stage. Jeff is not going out there for down airs.
That's a clean stock. That's all, and it's not a knockout just yet. Has to get one more attack off stage. And there it is. No, he still got the touch. Not enough time to get the dodge back. That's a clean stock. What just happened? I told you, Jeff looks over. He's trying to figure something out. I think he figured something out, Dara.
Yeah, he kept him away. He got all of the space that he could have possibly wanted. Vecinaa with the sidelight as a get off me option. Once again, just pushing him off stage. And now he put himself off stage. Jeff, can you take advantage of controlling center stage? And Light, no downer. You're able to get the jump call out with the sider. And Light, once again, oh, he is tacking on this damage.
Oh, Vecinaa able to get a GC sidelight to punish the sidelight from Jeff, though. Gets that there, and oh man, that is such a menacing edge guard tool, and Jeff is just not missing any of these punishes anymore.
Sitting at that distance and looking for recovery, or looking for the GC Ensig. But speaking of Ensig, we're going to be seeing the solid Ensig come on out. Vecinaa going to be closing out that first stock onto Jeff and trying to keep this game as even as possible. So you Sword, you want some neutral juggles, you want a D-Light, you want a sider, but Jeff using the sidelight as a get off me option, picks up the orb. Can he keep Vecinaa off the stage?
Trying to patrol the ground right now. Catches landing. Vecinaa able to get back, but he had stage control still. And Light going to keep that stage control. Vecinaa trying to get back with a Sair, but Jeff is able to combo them. I've smelled the dare. He could have tried to go for a dare there. It just came out as a D-Light.
Yeah, I don't know if that was intentionally. Maybe he just wanted to catch him jumping over the stage. But either way, spacing out all of these downers, that's not going to be the spike hitbox of it, though. Vecinaa eats an Endlight, still not enough to be able to KO. Actually, is what I would say. Actually, a lot of recovery options. If Vecinaa was on cannon, well, maybe the siders could have helped out.
Yeah, definitely, but that is not going to be enough. And that's Jeff with almost a full stock lead right now, only being ever so slightly damaged here on the second one. And he's looking so much better in the neutral. He's looking so much better in the edge guarding. And it's like, what is Vecinaa supposed to do? He's supposed to go for a massive cannon string. That's the only thing that can save him, but he's not able to get the knockout.
It's not able to get the knockout. Jeff has a second lease at life on the second stock at the moment. Okay, looking for the neutral. Lands back down with the sider, down in the wrong direction. Okay, he is just keeping him out. Look at how well he is spacing around Vecinaa.
Spacing incredibly well right now. Able to punish that Endlight too. And Jeff doing a really, really good job right now.
Slowing down the game. Nobody throwing out any buttons right now. Nobody wants to get whiff punished. Jeff able to get an end light once again. Vecinaa's off stage. The bounce of the downer able to catch him getting back on. He eats a hit. I don't know if this is a lead that he can come back from. Another sidelight sider. Vecinaa sweating on the way back down. Eats a sail, but he did land. He was able to get his resources back, but he can't get out of the corner, Polly. He can't get out.
Yeah, just keep it simple. Pick up those airs, and in due time, your enemies will fall. Jeff taking this to game 5. I feel like that clean stock he got at the very end,
Yes.
I mean, they were both, we're going to see the graph in just a moment, I believe, but they kept it fairly even after that. It's just that he built that lead for himself.
What puzzles me is how well Jeff is able to keep the neutral for himself. If you look at this entire game, Jeff was the one that was sitting in center stage for basically all of it. And Vecinaa was always like, hey, I'm fighting from the corner. And he kept on getting spaced out. Now we're going to be seeing the switch to the stage. I see you smiling. How do you feel about this?
I mean, the stage, I don't know about the stage, but we're seeing game 5 right now between Jeff, the CEO demon, going up against one of the SA GOATs right now. This is going to be a battle for the ages.
That's right. Jeff, once again, you see him patrolling center stage. Vecinaa jumping over, using the timing of the downer to get in there, holding on to center now for just a second. Jeff whiffing a D-light, not able to find his target. Vecinaa opting to play in the air, playing a little bit floaty at the moment. He's off stage. That is not where he wants to be, because Jeff keeps catching him, getting back on again and again.
I feel like Vecinaa's cannon has been looking really, really solid throughout this set.
What about the sword?
The sword has been looking good. It's just that, what is that interaction? It's just that Jeff has been ever so slightly more consistent with finding punishes, right? I mean, Vecinaa missing an end light can lead into you getting hits 6 times by Jeff.
Vecinaa went through the weapon throw, then he put himself off stage. He did find that sider, so now he's able to pick up the weapon once again. He wants a recovery. He wants a D-light sider potentially. But the question is, how do you get in? Well, Jeff whiffing a sider of his own. Vecinaa going through the weapon toss, using the downer as a way to get back onto the stage. Sidelight pushing Vecinaa off, looking for it again. Vecinaa does not need the weapon to get the KO. The GC breakdance able to go ahead and take stock 1.
He's going to have the weapon advantage now, is what I would say if Jeff didn't get in just in time. Throw out an air and push him away. Able to pick up the next one. Both of them now has one, and Jeff has to get this knockout quickly.
First time he goes out there for the edge guard.
Vecinaa able to get back up.
Okay, recovery not enough to be able to KO as Orb. What do you want? You want sidelight, you want sider.
There it is.
And especially,
there it is.
Oh,
there it is.
What a
the 3-point. I mean, he used a GC, so you can go for that. I'm pretty sure confirmed, but it's Vecinaa's sword, man. Against Jeff, I don't know what it is. He just knows the matchup.
Yeah, that was just optimal, by the way. That was crazy. I was not expecting that. I was expecting like another sider that didn't KO, but that's okay. All right, so Jeff, orb on hand, going up against Cannon, looking for control of center stage, dashing in, dashing out, same brain cell, but Vecinaa whiffing the sidelight. Whenever Cannon whiffs sidelight, you already know that's an opening for the opponent.
Oh, gets the ground pound on the way down there as well. Goes for the GCD line. Jeff able to punish that one, but not able to get any massive string off of it.
Downer, Ensig not going to be able to connect there, okay. What's Vecinaa's opening here? He opts to pick up the sword, recovery in place. He's using up all of his resources just to delay his movement as much as possible. He gets in there with the D-Sig, and he is able to find the KO. It is 2 stocks to 1, and Vecinaa has a nice, cushiony lead, but nothing that Jeff can't come back from.
Used that down signature so much in the first and second game, only to then not use it at all, and now
it's
a
back.
surprise attack. Yeah, it's no way Jeff would expect it. Now, sidelight would have been massive. Vecinaa able to push him off with a Sair. They're both just sweat beating it time and time again.
More and more confident. He's overshooting. He's catching Jeff's movement. Jeff, sidelight sider, putting Vecinaa off stage. He's going nice and high because Jeff is not able to catch the super high recoveries. Okay, recovery comes out once again. These juggles do not stop.
All right, trying to land now. Jeff doing a really good job at keeping this pressure up. Super far behind in terms of the damage, though. I mean, Vecinaa only climbing. 1 or 2 combos away right now for ending the dream for Jeff.
This platform is helping Vecinaa so much. The D-light recovery, the sider as well. Is this going to be it for Jeff? Vecinaa picking up the cannon. Jeff using his very last dodge to go ahead and pick up hammer. He is stomping. He needs that stomp sider to be...
Okay, dude, what an option to finish things off. Vecinaa able to pick up game 5.
With another GCD sig. There is so many of them. There is so many whiff punishes like that. Congratulations to both players, but I feel like towards the end, I mean, you saw the way that Vecinaa was stepping up to Jeff. You saw the way that he was overshooting. He was approaching with a lot more confidence. He was going out there...